try to exceed in all cases. We always try to put products out that, regardless of the price point, are going to be beyond acceptable and give flexible budget alternatives. I just came out of a meeting where there were at least 8 or 9 alternatives for the main project so that people feel like they have a choice, and in terms of the quality of the product and the type of product.
In our mission statement, these are the mission statements. This is the sort of the running orders that I give to everybody, and we have it on our website too. And it's, our mission is to provide the best, most comprehensive remodeling service to everybody. Quite simply, we want to do everything for our customers, period. And now I take that as far as quality, and maybe, I would say at least twice a year, we have meetings every quarter with everybody in the company where we all get together and talk about things. And twice a year we talk about marketing. And in our marketing meetings, I spend the entire time not talking about where I'm advertising or how I'm advertising. I'm talking about how, everything from the handyman to the day laborer that we have, and to everybody up the ladder. Our subcontractors are invited to these meetings as well. Key subcontractors, that they are our marketing thing. These are the guys that are out there on the front lines, wearing the booties in the house, wiping your feet before you go in, all these little things that all lead up to how they are marketing our company every time they show up at the door. And that's that quality that I think people understand that. People that work for us understand that. And I think that people feel our people, it helps them. It gives them direction, and it makes them feel good about what they're doing, like they're part of something larger than just themselves. It's not just a paycheck. It's an experience, and they're all part of that experience.
We have a job inspection system where we call it job inspection book, where every single phase that we deal with has several inspection points and are inspected that way. But I think both of the other participants here summed it up, that quality in the purposes of what we look for is not about that. It's very rare that we get called on physical quality, and I'm sure it's much more important to all of us that the customer is really happy.
The barriers have been repeatedly that our employees, in their loyal and hardworking efforts to make the company successful in their view, oftentimes mistake quality for what the customer or client will accept.
It's the employees not understanding why it might matter more. The golden rule many people apply, do what works for you, but the platinum rule of figuring out what someone else would like to have happen as opposed to how you would like to have happen, just really understanding the why.
I don't want my customer to think that it isn't bad. I want my customer to think that it is exceptional. Value in the work, this excellent work, value is not a cost. Value is something that lasts in the work, and it's something that people shouldn't be shortchanging themselves for. And I think that, knowing when there is value in work and when there is value in excellence in work, there's just additional value there. And we try to get everybody to understand that, not just the people that work for us, but the people for whom we work.
It's a constant education process, and I will humbly submit, at least from where I sit, that process is not just one for the associates or the employees, but also for the leadership and the owners. We are a co-owned company. I have a business partner, and we are constantly reminding ourselves that the source of any issue that we have, the source of any problems that we're experiencing, any obstacles, is residing in the mirror. Our reinforcement is constant in company meetings, especially in production meetings. It is constant on job sites. We just finished redoing a whole railing set on a front porch that we built. The project manager had used exactly the product specified in the contract and failed to see that the material, this is number 2 pressure-treated 2x2 balusters, the most elementary material out there for decks. It was atrocious. The finish was atrocious. They painted out terribly, and they were continuing to get worse. We decided that it wasn't worth even the effort to try to bring them up to some kind of marginal level of acceptability. and we decided to replace all of it. And we use that as a teaching moment. So that's an example of what happens out in the field as well. And not just teaching them about the product, but on the repercussions with the trust level, the confidence that the client has in us. And, of course, that then leads to references and word-of-mouth work. So it is very, very organic. It is every day. Some of it's formal, and most of it is occasional, meaning based on the occasion that presents itself as a learning moment.
My job is to go around and make sure that everybody knows how important they are to the overall process and the overall success of not only the company, but the project and our customer satisfaction. Everybody is important to that regard, and everybody plays a very, very vital role. So I do that to help bolster their confidence and also their understanding in how important they are.
Every job we do a job autopsy, and we look at what's gone right and what's gone wrong and where the money's gone. And we also do not provide any contingencies in any of our estimates. We estimate everything exactly, and we track all of our jobs in terms of slippage and grippage, meaning, are we losing any money on it or are we making any money on it? And I found that over the years, that's really created an atmosphere of accountability so that you don't have any slop anywhere, because that just creates an atmosphere of sloppiness, and that will translate later to physical quality.
I share our Guild Quality surveys on our website, so anybody can go take a look at it. And I also share them on a regular basis with our employees, and they're part of our job autopsies, everybody who's worked on the job. And I mean everybody, including the cleaning people at the end of the job. They all get to sit down and see how well they did based on this. It's kind of like the test at the end of the job. And it has made a world of difference.
Guild Quality gives us a consistency in evaluating our projects that we never achieved without Guild Quality. It's obviously doable to survey your own clients and use other services to do it, but Guild Quality has shown a tremendous commitment to our industry. And because of that commitment, Guild Quality understands the challenges that we face, and the surveys mean something. So they're there. They're ridiculously effortless for us to execute.
I find that our own surveys, we're lucky if we get a 30 or 40 or 50% return, and our return right now, our response rate's over 80, and that's really important to us. We were concerned originally about surveying our clients. Most of our clients are as all of our clients are, but, professional, very busy, and is this going to be something that they might not want to do? And we talk about it at the sale, and then at the pre-construction conference, and then we send them a note that it's going to happen, because we do midway through construction and shortly after. So it's something that they know is part of our commitment to quality, and it's just another milestone in our process.
It's impossible to overstate the significance of the Remodelers Advantage experience to our company. There are so many different things we've learned about the industry, about business practices, best practices, company cultures, company business models. I mean, you absolutely have to take an amalgam of everything you experience and see, and then model that to what fits your personality, your company model, your resources, the city or the state you live in, and create it. But it is absolutely invaluable, and I can't say enough good things about the organization.
I went through an exercise recently, I guess a year or so ago, where I took my commitments at the time, I guess I've been in this mentor group now a little over 10 years, or I was in a couple other mentor groups, but within that, looking at what commitments I had done over the years, and it was so cool to look at it as a flow chart for the quality growth in our company. Just the different times when I added different pieces, and I find it's a great mirror. You sort of pointed out you can't be like another company. You can learn from all of them, but it's so helpful about what they teach you about yourself, and the sort of company self-awareness that you grow to understand.
The relationship between what GuildQuality offers and the assistance that is offered by Remodelers Advantage and the groups, it cannot be overstated. I'm hooked. I'm hooked on that's it, and they don't even have to reel me in. I'll just walk in.